This is Scott Hamilton here with Dan Collins. We're both at the Winston-Salem Journal, and we are at Joel Coliseum, where we just saw a crazy Wake Forest 88-84 victory over NC State. Score really indicative of that game, Dan?
As it turned out, yeah, it ended up being. Skip Prosser had many great sayings. One of them was never hang crepe on a victory, and that's pretty much what Danny Manning said after this game. Even though his team lost all but 3 points off of a 24-point lead, even though they sat and watched NC State score on 10 of 11 possessions to cut the lead down to 3, Danny said, never apologize for a victory, and we did what we needed to do to win the game, and it had to be a big game, for a big victory for this young team.
But the two things I took out of it is, first of all, State shouldn't feel too bad. It could be a crippling defeat for them for NCAA tournament purposes, but they showed a lot of moxie to come back from that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the Deacons have some holes because they need to learn to play with the lead.
They do, and what Cody Miller-McIntyre said after the game is he thought that the victory over Virginia Tech here Saturday, 3-point win, served them in good stead down the stretch. It gave them the confidence that they can do it because they did it on Saturday, and I think it was instrumental to this victory.
And who's Wake Forest have next?
They go down to Georgia Tech, and that was the big question I have. Can they carry this momentum? 2 straight wins, the first winning streak since December, by the way. Can they carry the momentum down to 85? You know, and we call them winnable games, but that's certainly a winnable game against Georgia Tech.
And 4-7 in ACC looks pretty good given the depth, seeding purposes for a new coach, new players.
Well, and also to be playing well at the right time of the season, and yeah, it was big. It was a big win for the Deacons tonight. It truly was.
And I'm going to throw out my underrated player of the game. He only had 7 points, but Madison Jones, 8 assists, no turnovers.
21 minutes, no turnovers, against a lot of pressure down the stretch. Hit the, he made some big plays. He fed Devin Thomas on a key play. I think it was Devin Thomas's last field goal. He's played really well. I think they're getting all they can get out of Madison Jones in this last stretch of games.
He's Dan Collins. I'm Scott Hamilton. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.